Thank you, Program Coordinator. Yes, actually the reason why we wanted everyone to see the kids is because sometimes we hear about autism and neurodevelopment disorders, and not everyone has had a chance to come across any of these children. Hence why we said it actually is a good opportunity for everyone to understand what autism is all about. So as we start on the presentation, so at Victorious, we're doing quite a number of services. So as you can see, we do have a therapy center and a special school for these children. But also at the same time, we have a big project in terms of raising social awareness to the community as far as autism and neurodevelopment disorders is concerned. Many of the children that have autism and neurodevelopment disorders have challenges in communication. Some of them do not have an opportunity to go into formal education. Actually, many schools do not accept them. Hence why we saw that it's important that we provide that kind of a service so that everyone gets an opportunity to be educated. And these children, some of them, when they get that opportunity, they can become better people in our community. We do know that somebody like Elon Musk, people say that he was, actually he's autistic. But look at him today. He's making a huge difference in the world. You know, people say Bill Gates, he's also autistic. But look at him today. He's making a big difference in the world. And there are quite a number of famous and celebrities in the world who are autistic, but they have made a huge difference. But the difference between those individuals and us, especially in Africa, is those people have had an opportunity to get formal education. Unfortunately, in Africa, many children do not get that opportunity. Unfortunately, there are a lot of cultural beliefs that when a child has an autism or neurodevelopment disorders, it means maybe they have been cursed. It means they have some kind of a curse, or there's some kind of a witchcraft that has been done on them. And as such, their families end up locking them inside their homes. But now this child, when he was young, she used to tie him on her back. But as the child was getting older, she decided to be tying him on the tree, close to where the mother is doing her businesses. So you find this kind of situation, there are so many cases in our African community whereby these children are not getting an opportunity. These children are being locked behind closed doors. These children are being tied on the trees. And this is the end of the life of this kind of a child. It means there is no formal education. There is nothing in terms of the future for these children. So as Victoria Center of Excellence, we said, okay, we do have a center, we do have a special school. But this one is only to support those children that can come for a few hours of the day, in the morning, but they leave in the afternoon. But now for this kind of a parent, it means for a parent to leave her day, her daily business and to bring the child for rehabilitation therapy, it means that parent will not be able to earn anything. Then it means the parent has to choose either to go and sell something to get money for a living, or to bring the child for therapy. And you know the obvious answer to that. It means the parent will opt to lock the child on the tree and to continue with the day, the business. So as Victoria Center of Excellence, then we decided that we need to have something that is more sustainable in order to target and help many children, especially from underprivileged family as this child here. So we bought a 28-acre land at Bagamoyo, whereby we decided that we need to build a big therapy center and a special school that will be able to offer rehabilitation therapy services, as well as special school, but also most importantly, vocational training. Because we all talk about children, but nobody talks about when these children reach adolescence age, where do they go to? It means they don't have a career, then they go back to their homes. But then we opted that we need to teach them vocational training so that at least they can be more financially independent. At that project at Bagamoyo, it's going to be a big therapy center and a special school, and whereby it can also provide accommodation to these children. They can also be staying there. Because when it comes to autism, autism is more than therapy center. It also involves nutritional guidance. But after that, we had to do a lot of research about autism, and we had to invest a lot of things when it comes to our son. And we're speaking now, our son, he's going to grade 5 in September. He was completely non-verbal when he was diagnosed, but right now he can speak. He can read, he can write, he can do mathematics. He's a completely different boy. He's actually a living testimony to many, many parents. We actually tell these parents that do not lose hope. We show those parents our child, that look at our child. He was completely non-verbal. He could not do so many things. As a matter of fact, so many schools refused to accept him. But right now, you know, what he does is actually wonders. He's a very good singer. High-level project overview in terms of that project at Bagamoyo, what they did in terms of coming up with that project, the buildings and everything. And thereafter, 5 minutes, we'll do a 3D video presentation on what that project is all about. Thank you very much.
Good morning, every one of us here. The protocol have been observed. First of all, I would love to thank God for the gift of life that He has given us. Nothing to complain anyway. I'm going to take a very short brief about the project, especially on the issue of technicalities. The project is located at Bagamoyo, which is from the main road to the site. It is almost 1.25 kilometers, and it is very accessible because the roads, the infrastructures enable people to reach. So shortly, we have considered a lot of facts regarding the requirement of the site, regarding the requirement of the station, and regarding the requirement of the kids specifically. So if we start with the architectural style, the design adopts a modern architectural style with clean lines and focus on functionality. The use of bricks and the other durable materials ensures longevity and low maintenance, which is, we have already considered about the eco environment, which is, we are going to use the materials that have considered the ecosystem, reducing the use of cement, for example, using hydrofoam. And the materials that are going to be used are like wood, most of woods, because we have decided to use woods because somehow you can renovate easily as compared to other materials. But also the place, as per the architectural style, the place has large windows incorporated to maximize natural light and ventilation. But also there are workshops and maintenance facilities. As Madam Sarah said it before, these kids have their gifts and talents. So we have considered about the workshops and maintenance facilities, like spaces for practical training, maintenance and activities, equipped with the necessary tools and designed for hands-on learning. But also there is factory buildings, single-story buildings for food processing, fisheries industry, civil factory and leather manufacturing. Functional layouts with consideration for workflow efficiency and safety. But also there is accommodation facilities that includes football fields, swimming pools, basketball courts to promote physical well-being, open and accessible spaces designed to encourage active participation and community engagement. Also, there is administration blocks, centralized administrative office to manage the institution operations, efficient layout to facilitate smooth administrative functions and staff coordinations. But also,
science on that building there. So also there will be vocational training whereby, especially for the children who are old, we'll be teaching them different kind of trainings, especially to prepare them in their career. That includes culinary art and craft, plumbing, and any other training that we feel, which we will see that the child or the individual has a gift in it. So we'll be specializing according to their gift. So this is the cafeteria area and dining hall. So what we are targeting is more than 500 children, and these children are not only going to be from Tanzania, but also from across Africa, because in the entire continent there is no proper specialized special schools and rehabilitation center that is highly, with a good kind of quality that we are targeting. So that's why the facility is quite big. So this is the area that will be like a dormitory, whereby we're targeting that the children will be sleeping together with, will be staying in together with the matron and patrons as well. And these are the classrooms, which will be for the special school. This side will be for the therapy part, because other children, they do need intensive therapy, and others, they go for the special school. So depending on the level of the child, then others will go for therapy 100%, others will go for special schools and therapy. then what we're planning to do as well is once these children have been trained on especially vocational training, then we'll have some kind of factories whereby they can have hands-on practices, and also they can also be employed. So we'll be offering direct employment to them, and others they can go to become self-employed as well. So this is the other side of the facility. Then there will be playgrounds whereby we do understand that children with special needs, there are some who are gifted in different sports. So when we identify any, then we'll be able to concentrate in terms of unleashing the potential, and we can get sportsmen of the year and the like. So we want to make sure that we get the best out of them. So there will be massive playgrounds whereby we'll be training them in different kind of sports activities. So I think as the video is winding up, ladies and gentlemen, my request to all of you is, please, this is an opportunity to make a difference in somebody's life. And today, count it as a blessing that you'll be able to make a difference in somebody's life. That person could become the next, Bill Gates, or the next big person in the world. And through you, through your donation, we'll be able to reach that dream to become true. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sarah, for showing us the very ambitious project. So I think there's going to be an auction later. So all